What's poppin', y'all, and welcome back to my channel. We back today with a brand new video for all of my royalty babies. If you don't know what royalty means, I never really told y'all the meaning behind that. So I call y'all my royalty babies because you know how my name is Princess Tommy, and princess and queen, that's like royalty, and my name starts with a T, so royalty babies. You get it? Okay, you dig it, you dig it. Anyways, today's video will be a sophomore advice video. Some of y'all went back to school already, some of y'all haven't, but regardless, it's never too late for advice. Like, you can never have too much advice because advice keeps you motivated. It helps certain people that don't know what they're about to expect, and etc. So that's what I'll be doing today. I'll be giving y'all advice for your sophomore year. If I sound a little bit different, I think I'm getting sick. First thing I would like to say for sophomores, incoming sophomore, is that you need to create a great bond with your teachers. I say this because last year I was cool with all of my teachers except for two. Your teachers, they have control over your grades. They have control if they want to round your grade up to from a C to a B, or a B to a A, or they want to lower your grade to a F or a E, whatever y'all grade system is wherever you live. So like when I wasn't doing good in class and I know it was my fault, I would I would send them an email, try to make something up real quick, like I don't know what's going on, blah blah blah. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on, blah blah blah, and then next thing y'all know, my grade is from a D to like a B. I mean, I never really had like a D, but like the percentage was kind of low, and they boost my grade up because they was like, yeah, they really messed with me. My teachers that didn't mess with me last year was English and biology. I don't know why. I tried my hardest, but they just did not like me for some reason. I was just like, okay, like my English is like, she hated me. Like, she never, like, we had tests, y'all, right? So I know I had my answers right, but she would grade them wrong just because she don't like me. So when I would get somebody else's paper and look at mine, I'd be like, oh, how you score 100% and I got a 50? Like, that's not fair. And I would go up to her and she would be like, get out of my face. And I'd be like, okay, know what, lady, whatever. So that's why I say, yeah, create a great bond with your teachers, because they can make up anything about you. They can fail you if they want to, just because they don't like you. So try to be on your best behavior with your teacher. Like, I don't want to say suck up to them, but suck up to them and do whatever they ask you, because they're like, oh yeah, that's my favorite student, I'm gonna give her honor roll, blah blah blah. And yeah, next thing you want to remember is to always study. Sophomore year, I study for a lot of stuff because I know that sophomore year is the year when you have a whole bunch of tests. I don't know why you have so many tests, but you just have endless tests for like no reason. So you got all these tests and you're not studying, you're gonna fail all of them. So you need to study whether you have time or you don't have time. You need to make time and study for those tests, because if you don't, you're gonna be right back in 10th grade next year, and that's not cute. Who wants to be the girl that, oh yeah, I failed my test so I stayed back in the 10th grade? No. Make sure you stay on top of all of your tests. Like, study, take notes, ask questions. I really wish I asked questions my sophomore year. Like, I never really asked questions and I didn't get it. I had to figure it out by myself, but I would have gotten it sooner if I would have asked questions. But yeah, next thing I want to say is have self-confidence in yourself. To piggyback off on what I just said when I said ask questions, this because no question is a dumb question, okay? So if you have a question about something you don't understand, ask questions, because you want to make sure you pass, and somebody else in the classroom may not understand it either. So if you ask for them, you probably helping them out. So you never know what you can do for somebody else when you only trying to help yourself. So self-confidence is really important. Like, don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to go to the board and show your work. 'Cause even if it's wrong, it's kind of embarrassing, but at the same time, that's a teaching moment for you, so you know what to do next time not to make the same mistake again. Third one, be involved in your school. This is for freshmen too, like incoming freshmen. When you're going to high school, get involved in your school as much as you can, like pep rallies, SGA, all that, like sports, all that good stuff. Like last year, my sophomore year, I ran for homecoming. What was it? Homecoming Duchess. 'Cause I was in 10th grade, and you know, I came out on top. But I'm like, yeah, I ran for that. What else did I do? I cheered too, and I also did ROTC. ROTC, I recommend everyone take that class, because that class really teaches you about self-discipline, maturity, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And like, that class really helped me. I maintained a A all semester, and I passed with flying colors. Yeah, so get involved into like clubs, activities, sports, all of that, because that's your social life. When you do that stuff, you meet a whole bunch of people that you may never thought you would talk to. So yeah, that's really good, because then like, you'll have a name for yourself. People know who you are, and you don't want to be the person that like nobody knows, but you don't want to be the person that everybody knows either. So like, you want to like be in the middle. Like, yeah, they know who I am. I'm in this. I can help you with this. So yeah, really get involved in your school. Like, when you go to the pep rallies, dress up, have school spirit. Like, I hate people that don't have school spirit. Like, that's the best time of the whole school year, the pep rallies and all that. Like, show your school spirit, okay? If y'all hear that noise, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on, but I live like right by the Redskins Stadium, and it'd be so loud over here. To number 4 is to talk to people, make friends in your class, talk to people in your class. I don't condone cheating, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to survive. Like, at this point, school is not even about learning no more. It's about like passing and all that, getting to other schools, like all that stuff. Yeah, make bonds with people in your class, because you never know when you might need help or something, and they can help you. So if you being rude to somebody in your class who know the answers, they gonna be like, girl, I don't mess with you, I'm not gonna help you with your stuff. So create bonds with people in your class. Like, I really wish I did this last year, because when I used to be struggling, I didn't have nobody to ask. I had to figure it out on myself, because I was antisocial. I didn't talk to nobody. I didn't know nobody. Even if you don't know anyone, always introduce yourself. Be like, hey, my name is so-and-so. What's your name? And y'all can just start talking every time y'all go to class. And like, yo, like when y'all have, I know y'all classes be having, them teachers will be like, oh yeah, get a partner. And then that could be your partner that y'all could just both pass. Like, why don't you want to see nobody else succeed? Like, yeah, instead of not having no friends in your class or not being cool with nobody, why don't you make a friend? Because then that friend gonna always be there for you in the class, and you could be there for them, and it could be vice versa. 5, keep track of all of your stuff. I was so unorganized last year. Like, I had one binder with a bunch of papers that I didn't know where they was at. Like, when it was time to turn in assignments, my stuff would come up missing. I didn't know where it was at, and I was just all over the place. So keep track of your things. Get a binder, get some dividers, keep everything in its place, put it back where you left it, and then you'll be good. Number 6, I cannot stress this enough. Turn in all your assignments in on time. If your teacher says you can bring your you can bring your work to the next class period, bring it the next class period, because my teacher gave me this option plenty of times, and I forgot every last time. So if she gives you that opportunity to turn in the next class and you didn't finish your work that first class, turn it in on time the next class, because she did not have to give you another opportunity to turn in that assignment. Make sure you turn your work in on time to every class. If your work is due that class period, you better get what you gotta get done and turn it in, or then you're just gonna fail, and then that's a 0 in your grade book. And everybody know teachers be pressed to put in a 0. They be on it. Like, you can get 100 on an assignment. They be like, I ain't graded yet. But once you get a 0, that 0 be in. As soon as you get it. So that's pretty much it for all my sophomores. I hope this advice helps you a lot. I know it wasn't much, but it's pretty much like, you know, the main things you need to be focused on. So if you didn't start school already, I hope this video helps you so much. And if you did start school already, I hope this video still helps you. See y'all in the next video. Thank y'all so much for all the love and support. I promise you it's really appreciated.